am the person of failure. I have not done anything great in my life, but not anymore. With just 2 years of practice, I have increased my focus and dedication because I learned how to be mindful and present. And every single point I share here is just my own experience. So today let's talk about something we all go through. Those thoughts that just keep repeating in our heads. You know what I'm talking about. You're going about your day and boom, the same thought about something from the past or a worry about the future just won't leave you alone. It's a broken record, right? And here's the kicker. You probably think you have tons of thoughts running through your mind. But guess what? If you actually take a closer look, it's just 5 main thoughts repeating over and over again. And here's the funny part. If one of those thoughts somehow gets resolved, your mind goes into the search mode looking for something else to replace it. I will give you a practical tip to make sure of it. For a whole day, write down every thought that comes into your mind. End of the day, if you go through that, you can realize all those thoughts are related to those 5 main thoughts only. So, what do we do about it? How do we stop this mental loop and start living in the present? Well, I have got 3 steps that can really help with it. And trust me, they have worked for me. Let's dive in. Number 1, willpower. The first condition is that one must be perfectly steady and focused, and that comes from having great willpower. Like, ever trying quitting sugar or coffee? It's tough at first, but once you stick to it for a while, you realize, hey, I'm actually doing this. In the same way, with your thoughts, you need to commit to overcome the pattern. Step 2. Plan a thought. The mind should be focused on one thing at a time. Every thought should be harnessed for a higher purpose. Have you ever heard that story about the elephant? It's always swinging its trunk around, knocking stuff over because it's got nothing else to do. But as soon as someone gives it a stick to hold on, it just plays with the sticks and stops being distraction. Well, that's exactly what your mind does. When it doesn't have something to focus on, it starts grabbing at random thoughts, past stuff, future worries, just like that elephant causing trouble. So here's what you do. Give your mind a stick to hold on. And by that I mean a positive thought or affirmation that you can always return to when you catch yourself spiraling. It could be something like, I am calm and strong, or my personal favorite, divine, make me your possession. You don't need to force it or judge yourself when your mind wanders. Just gently bring your attention back to that affirmation whenever those repetitive thoughts show up. It's like giving your mind a little anchor. Number 3, journaling. To understand yourself, you must think of yourself, and to think of yourself, you must observe yourself. Journaling is a powerful tool for increasing your mindfulness. By writing down your experience, you can clarify your emotions, identify the patterns, and cultivate gratitude. Each entry becomes a mindful pause, fostering a greater connection to yourself and the world around you. I have completed such kind of journaling many times whenever my mind overflows. Practice these 3 tips to show a quick result. But one thing we all should remember is, how hard you try to change yourself, change itself is possible only by the grace of the God. So what I suggest is, forget about your thought patterns and start focusing on your divine.